Hey guys, outplayed my opinion here. I have a deck profile on Crystal Beasts for you guys today. I've been running this a little bit, and this is my, I guess, favorite version of this deck. It's my friend's version. It's really good. It's pretty competitive. You can pretty much use this against like the top decks and actually stand a chance. So, if you guys like Crystal Beasts, like watching them in the show or something, you wanted to build them, you should probably build something along the lines of this. So yeah, let's get started. 3 Sapphire Pegasus, the, standard. This is the best one. It pretty much loads everything up. When you summon it, you just take one Crystal Beast from your deck and put it in your spell trap zone. That's pretty much what you're trying to do. 3 Topaz Tiger. It's just in here just because it's the next best Crystal Beast. Really, the only, amazing ones are Pegasus and Carbuncle. But Topaz Tiger is pretty cool. You can run over a lot of stuff with it. With the 400 attack boost, it's not bad. 2 Carbuncle. This is, the standard staple card, I guess, in here. This is, what makes the deck pretty good. Whenever it's special summoned, you can special summon all of your Crystal Beasts in your Spell and Trap zone. So basically, you just load them up using your other cards, and then you use one of your other many cards to just put Carbuncle into the Spell and Trap zone, or the Monster zone. 2 Summoner Monk, because it gets Sapphire Pegasus, and that's what you're trying to do. Sapphire Pegasus is how you set up everything and make all your other cards live. So you need to get to that as soon as possible. 1 Zephyros. Zephyros is really good because you can bounce one of the things in your Spell and Trap zone to special summon it. You can get it with Summoner Monk and Overlay for whatever. And it's just a pretty good card in general. 1 Birdman. Birdman's in here because he has a sort of infinite loop, where if you have Carbuncle on the field and you get Birdman on the field, so let's say you went did a play where you special summon Carbuncle, but they negated it with Valor or something. You can bounce one of your other monsters on the field for Birdman. You can synchro for Brionic down here. Yeah. And then if you have the field spell on the field, it has different amount of effects depending on how many Crystal Beasts you have in your spell trap zone. If you have 4, once per turn you can draw 1. So what you do is you go into Brionic, you draw 1, and then you just keep bouncing it back, and then you draw another card. Basically, you just draw through your entire deck until you get what cards you need. So that's pretty much why Birdman's in here. You can do rank 3 plays too, and you can synchro for a 7 if needed with the other guys. And you can bounce stuff like Valor Pegasuses, which is pretty good. And then 3 Valors, because this deck runs minimal protection, because you can't really set that many back rows. You're going to need pretty much all of your spaces. So, yeah. So that's the monsters. Spells, 3 Duality, because this deck does need consistency boosts, I guess. And this deck is pretty much a combo-based deck, and you're going to need to get other cards to set up your things first turn. 3 Beacon. Beacon is absolutely amazing. If you have 2 in your spell trap zone, you can special summon a Crystal Beast from your deck. So basically, you just load your spell trap zone, and then you just use this in special Carbuncle, and then Carbuncle gets all of the ones from your spell trap zone. 3 Promise. This specials 1 in your spell trap zone. This is good for if you have Carbuncle in your spell trap zone. Move it to the special summon it, and then you get all the other ones that are in there. 3 Crystal Release. It's an equip. The Crystal Beast gains 800, and then when it's sent to the graveyard, you put a Crystal Beast from your deck into the spell trap zone. You use this because it's one of the most reliable ways of getting Crystal Beasts into the spell trap zone. And the 800 boost is actually really good. It helps you get over a lot of stuff. And if you put it on Topaz Tiger, if it attacks, it's 28. Pegasus, it's 26. And you can put it on Carbuncle too, because when they kill it, you move the Crystal Beast to the spell trap zone, and then you get Releases effect, and then you put another Crystal Beast in the spell trap zone. So it's not bad. You can equip it to pretty much any Crystal Beast, and it's good. 3 Crystal Tree. This is the main setup card, I guess. Every time a Crystal Beast is placed in either player's spell trap zone, it's playing against the mirror. This card's broken. Just saying. You place one crystal counter on this card whenever one is placed, and then you can send it to the graveyard, and you can take a number of crystal beasts from your deck equal to the number of crystal counters on it, and put them in your spell trap zone. So if they start out with, like, let's say they start out with Thunder King, even though it's like not a big play this format, but let's just say they do. You can go like summon Pegasus, send one, attack into the Ryo, put Pegasus in the spell trap zone, send Tree, and you have 4 right there. And 4 is kind of like the magic number. It's what you need for like basically all of your really good plays involving like ruins or special summoning stuff. And yeah. And then Ruins. This card is like kind of what makes the deck. I'm gonna go over like everything with it. It gains effects equal to how many crystal beasts you have in your spell trap zone. If you have 1 or more, it can't be destroyed by card effects. If you have 2 or more, you can have the battle damage you take once per turn. If you have 3 or more, when your opponent uses a spell trap, you can send a crystal beast on the field to the graveyard to negate the activation and destroy it. You can only send monsters though, so if you have one in your spell trap zone, you can't send it with Ruins. That would be really good. The 4th effect is once per turn you can draw 1, and the 5th effect is once per turn you can target a crystal beast in your spell trap zone and special summon it. That's really good because if you do get 5, which isn't that common, but you can easily do that if you want. You can just special summon a Carbuncle and then just clear out everything and then just explode. Basically, like, you're going to be just using Carbuncle, specialing stuff, and then making a whole bunch of rank 4s. And that's how you're going to end up winning. 1 terraforming to get Ruins. 1 has been cool in testing. Yeah, that's pretty much why I run. I was running 2 terraformings instead of Birdman, but I just figured I'd test out Birdman. 3 MSTs. It's pretty much needed in here. You do need to get rid of back rows. You can run heavy, but I tested it in here. I really didn't like it because, you know, you're going to have like Crystal Beast in your spell trap zone, and it's really only good if you heavy and you just go off right there, which really isn't that easy to do with this deck, so I don't like it that much. 1 Dark Hole. Dark Hole's really cool in here because he sets up a lot of cool plays that you can do, such as, you know, summoning Pegasus, or play Tree, summon Pegasus, send 1, Dark Hole, get rid of all their field, put Crystal or Pegasus in the spell trap zone, send Tree, get 2, so you have 4 right there. And then 1 Reborn, staple of course, but it's really good in here because you can special Carbuncle from the grave, and then you get its effect. It's really good. And 1 Treacherous Trap Hole. I like this card a lot because it's chainable, which means it won't be staying in your back row that much, because that's like the main problem with back row in this deck. And Treacherous is just a really good trap card. And of course, since it's the only trap, you don't have to worry about if you have any other traps in your grave. And yeah, the extra deck, 1 Catastor, because, you know, you have Veiler in the 4s. 1 Bryonic for the infinite loop that I described earlier. 1 Black Rose. I don't know if I want to play Black Rose or not. I have to check with other level 7s and stuff. I was thinking about running Ancient Fairy in here, but it was kind of just like, nah, I don't know. I thought Black Rose would be more useful. 1 Scrap Dragon. I don't know about this either. I'm still testing. The extra deck's sort of like not finished yet, but the main deck kind of is. I like Scrap Dragon a lot because if you have Rainbow Ruins in the field and you have 1 in your spell trap zone, it can't be destroyed by card effects. So you can go Scrap Dragon, target Ruins, target whatever they have. Ruins doesn't die, but their card does. Or you can go Scrap Dragon, target one of your Crystal Beasts, target one of their cards, destroy it, and then your Crystal Beast goes into the spell and trap zone. 1 Mistworm. I was testing this just because I was having... This deck kind of does have a little problem with walls like Spirit Reaper or Jelen Duo or Marshmallow if someone runs it. I don't know. But this card gets rid of stuff, and it helps with like OTKs if you need to. It gets rid of like full fields of like Synchros or stuff. It's not bad. There's nothing in the extra I wanted to add at the moment. There are probably some cards I'm missing though. So yeah, then for the Exceeds, 1 Leviair. This card's good because, you know, if they bottomless or prison your Pegasus, you can get it back by making Leviair, and that's really good because now it's on the field, which means it'll go to the spell and trap zone afterwards. And yeah, 1 Leviathan because you make it 25, and yeah, it's 25. It instantly detaches Carbuncle, which I guess is pretty noticeable or notable. Sorry. So that's why I run this over Zenmains. Zenmains is cool, but I feel that this detaching instantly is better. One Shockmaster. This is like one of the main cards you're going to make with this deck. Because if you special Carbuncle, I mean, you're going to have the full, you're going to have all Pegasuses and Topaz Tigers. So you just special all of them, and you're easily going to be able to make this card. And Shockmaster is really good because you just, you know, whatever you're playing against, you just call whatever you need to. And you can easily just shut down, like, a whole bunch of decks. One is Shark Drake. This card's actually really cool. It needs 3, like, Shockmaster. But this allows you to set up for OTKs. Basically, if it kills a monster and sends it to the graveyard, you detach an Xyz material, and you special summon it back to your opponent's side of the field in face-up attack position, and it loses 1,000. And if you do, then Shark Drake can attack again. And it's really cool because you can run over their monster and special summon it back, and then he gets to attack again, but you don't have to attack the monster that you just brought back. Or you can if you want, because you can just go attack, detach, bring it up, attack again, and it'll put massive damage on the board. And pretty much this is like one of the ways that you'll OTK a lot. So he's pretty much needed in the extra. And then other stuff that's standard, 1 Pearl, 26 beater. My Ace-Stroke, you can flip stuff down. This was out to a lot of the stuff that you may not have outs to. 1 Utopia, pretty standard. 1 Chaos Utopia, you can make this easily, and you have a lot of times where this will be game, so, yeah. 1 Photon Pap. I'm not going to say the whole thing, but yeah, whatever. This is, an out to Reaper, it's an out to other walls and stuff like that, so it's a good card. And then 1 Blackcorn. I just put this in here. If you want to build this for TCG, just cut this. And, yeah, everything else in here is legal. But, I just put this in here because, it's another out to walls, it's another out to a lot of cards that this deck has problems with. It's an out to Zenmains, which is really cool. But, yeah. And yeah, that's everything. So yeah, I hope you like this deck. Thumbs up if you want to see me do some duels with this deck. And thanks for watching, and peace.